So my first stop at Complexcon was this booth right here. Part of the reason why is because I've been a fan of his merch from Complexcon in the past. You can see from the t-shirt. Kind of bummed that he wasn't involved again this year. When they get him back, the merch is going to be insane, because honestly, the Complexcon official merch was terrible this year. Like, there was 0 lines for any of it the entire time. But when Murakami did it, the line was around the block. I mean, it took 2 hours to get through the Murakami merch. Anyway, we have Ohana Hatake. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It does say fragile on one side, handle with care, and you can see the little characters on it. I love this bag though, pretty rad. Came free with the purchase of these, which is probably the craziest slides that that you'll ever see, to be honest. They are wild, but as a fan of what he does, I was like, okay, like, I have to get a pair of these. This is the colorway I got because honestly, orange is the color for me. But this is, I think it was a tangerine or something like that in the box. I don't have the box though. I had to actually break it and leave it there. The only thing I took was the actual flower print, and I actually gave it to my daughter, and she painted that thing up. She did such an amazing job with it. It was so fun. Any which way, I didn't bring the box back. The retail on these, I think, were 120 plus tax at Complexcon. But I really wanted to get a pair just to see how they are. You guys probably know, or maybe not, from my channel, I do a lot of slide reviews, and I wanted to see how comfortable these were. They do have like a lot of Yeezy-esque sort of vibes, as you could tell from the midsole. The midsole foam is actually pretty soft as well. So comfort-wise, I think they're pretty comfortable. The only thing is they are a little bit weird on the flower section here, which is obviously the main attraction or detraction from the shoe, depending on who you are. Some people aren't going to like that this thing is so massive in the front. I think it looks rad, and it is definitely different and out there for sure. It's just a super crazy pair to put on your feet, but it's definitely kind of one of those novelty pairs that I wanted to get my hands on. So the thing is if you wear these without socks, they're not very comfortable. You have a little bit of a hard plastic knob that holds this flower thing into place. Now, one thing I don't know is this possible potentially? Nah, it does not look like it is. I was gonna say, can you actually take the flower off? I think that is where this pair could actually be next level, is if they did a removable flower on the top section of the shoe. I think that would have been excellent to be able to see. There is a little bit of a clip thing on the top part where it, hits the top of your foot, and that is a little bit of an irritant when you're walking around. Unless you have socks on, you don't even notice it. But other than that, it looks like the flower is glued on top of the strap of this slide. So it does look like basically a basic slide with this huge flower that is attached. Again, give me one that is detachable, and then also give me a black base bottom, and then do the rainbow color flower on the top. I think that would be the ideal combination. If they did those two changes, I feel like they would sell like crazy. Because yes, it's crazy looking, but I love the rainbow flower. I think that is the most iconic one. But having that there on a black bottom, I think would be the best combination. Anyways, it does say a TMKK, so Takashi Murakami, and then Kai Kiki Ko, I believe is what the KK stands for, so that's kind of his brand stuff. Overall, these things are pretty crazy looking. They are fairly wide base as well. If you need a wider foot shoe, this is definitely one that I feel like is a good option because it is fairly wide. I do like the sculpting in the midsole. It kind of is like an extension of the flower, as you could see, just the overall look of it. And I like there's a little bit of a lip around the sidewalls of the shoe. It is a little bit of a wider platform as well. It's not super wide, but it's wider, so I do like that. And I did get a size 10 instead of a size 9. I'm at 9.5, so I went up a half a size, and I think that was the right move overall. If you had a chance to get a pair, which colorway would you get? Leave a comment, let me know. The two blue colorways seem to be the weakest ones that didn't sell out. The green and the yellow were the very first ones to sell out, and then I'm assuming the pink ones sold out after that. But the tangerine ones was the ones that I was like, okay, yep, I needed to get a pair of these. And this was just a fun one that I was able to pick up, and glad that I was able to get them at Complexcon. The line wasn't too incredibly crazy. Like, the other lines were kind of nuts. Depending on the time of the day that you went through. I'm sure when people were going through this line, it was crazy, but when we got there, it wasn't so bad. But again, some of the colorways were sold out, so it is what it is. But this is Murakami's first pass at like his own independent creation for footwear, for slides and stuff. So it's nice to be able to see like something that he's created. And that's part of the reason why I bought it. I was like, I'm definitely supporting the artist. I like what he's done in the past. So this is like something that I definitely was feeling when I saw them. Now, again, they're not going to be for everybody. They are insane. Like, the fact that the flower is so massive is crazy. And I'd say like 95% of the people that see you wearing these aren't going to even know what Murakami is. Whenever I'm using my Murakami umbrella, like at my daughter's like soccer, my kids' baseball and stuff, people don't really know what that is, but I like to use that umbrella anyway. It's actually the main umbrella that I use. But what do you guys think about the Murakami slides? I think these look pretty crazy. I feel like this is definitely like a unique piece and a fun one that I could just put on display in the sneaker room as well. But definitely one that you can just throw on and wear around. I don't know if I'm gonna wear these public too much, just in general, because I don't wear slides in public too often. And for vacation and stuff, these are just so massive, it would take a lot for me to bring these on vacation, because honestly, I need something a little bit more compact than this. Again, my only suggestions: black, rainbow face, detachable flower. It would be awesome to be able to have like exchangeable like headpieces or whatever as well. I think that would be an awesome thing. Maybe they can make even a smaller flower so it's not as like out there, but I like the out there look of this one. Now they did have a different pair that I almost bought. It kind of reminded me of like the Crocs Mellow slides, just the overall shape of them. But the only colorway that they had was like this brick color, and it did have like kind of a flower on the side of the shoe in one color, and then they had a nice flower print on the outsole of the slides as well. And I really like those ones. I think they're like 70 or 80 bucks for those, but I just didn't like the brick color. When they had the mocha and like the light tan ones and the black ones on display, I was like, I want that. But they said those are future ones that are not out yet. So I'm waiting for the mocha ones. I think that those are my favorite ones out of the group. And then hopefully I'll get a pair of those ones. And those would probably be the travel slides, because these ones, again, are a little bit too bulky. But overall, I think they're dope. Definitely something that I had to get, even though it's not the most functional thing out there. Respect to the design and the artist, and the fact that he kind of has his own independent release out there. And the bag was fire too, so I'm glad I got the bag as well. But Complexcon was fun. I did a little bit of a recap video with a little bit of a haul video as well. If you guys missed that, you can go check that one out. Apologize I'm releasing this video so late. I just have lots of stuff that I have brewing before I head out on vacation in December. But have a good one. Hopefully see you back on the channel for some more content soon. All right, peace guys.